That should work.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
Well, your fistliness, broke down the door because it sounded like somebody was in trouble inside.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us.
The house was on
We'll
fire.
tell them what happened.
We were rescuing
and we'll be
people.
home in no time.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
Who said that? Oh, break their bloody legs!
What my friend means to say is that the witness must have been mistaken. Probably a drunk.
Better. I almost believed you this time.
I ain't saying nothing to nobody until I've had my trial.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist.
Calm
and tell
down,
me
dear.
what you were doing.
It's the waiting that's hard. If we could just talk to one of the...
Are they going to arrest us?
In trouble.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Sharp as ever.
No one back home will ever believe this.
beast with 4 legs now, Austin.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
What you were doing in the house.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
We broke down the
Can't
door.
really glaze that Pete the ass. He wasn't even hurt.
Now's not the time for wandering. You can explore once I'm out of Worm's Rock.
Witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
Still here. What are they waiting for?
My friend means to say is that the witness
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison.
It's the least we could do. Your faith in this city should inspire us all.
When the flames roared loudest, you pulled me to safety. Most would have let me burn. I won't forget it. I will travel to the upper city. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands,
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Lauren knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. A shame of mine. Redoubled because I did not tell you everything sooner. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashomon?
The name is as familiar as Jahira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
But few know of his fate, I think. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. There always is. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of what we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down, but I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him. and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you... Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to
It is the smell that strikes you first. Spiced ceremonial oils cut through with the copper tang of blood. In the candlelight, Zevlor might almost be sleeping. But his empty eyes stare. His lips slap a message.
I'm glad to hear it. But you realize we can't just... For now, our plan must remain the same. We go to Sorcerer's Sundries and learn about that crown.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Except if you're a criminal, of course. Best behavior around here.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Miss Aura, I've had enough. You are...
Feeling cheeky, are we? Heard about your father. The Absolute. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining a splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crash.
Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Ravengard's a hero. Elturel would still be stuck in the hells if it weren't for him.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Shut your mouth. Ravengard is a legend. has Ravengard on his side. That should tell you something. Gods, it must be exhausting to be so cynical.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlak. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlak, come and say a proper hello.
My respects? You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're... The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again.
Calm yourself. These watchers could bring you...
Sage advice. My steel watchers, you're of little use to me, dead. But dead is exactly what you will be if you arouse the ire of my steel watch. The likes of you stand to benefit from the light. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected. If Orin obtains all 3 netherstones, she'll plunge... I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit, and furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. So the 3 are... Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than...
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to. What do you say?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Orin is unreliable. This one shows promise. He keeps his word, I keep mine. We will rule as one. So Ketheric was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric. They knew this would only work if we stood united, and their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation.
A doppelganger, hidden among us. Squaw!
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects, the faithful, will do anything in the name of their god. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will... Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will...
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish us. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return.
So there you have it. Lord, what did you make of him? Not if I get to him first. How could all these people cheer for him like that? Can't they see what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't...
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup.
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? I couldn't even fathom a guess. Though, I doubt we'll need to wait long for our... Let's make camp when we're able. Mizora will be waiting. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
What are you doing in here? You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. Gods, I hope they haven't put up the prices again. That ferry's my last chance out of here. Bakshi's got to have something that'll cover the rest of my fare. How do you know about that? I told them I'll get the money in time. Not my fault they're charging triple. Take your money, my ass. No! I mean, I'm just... My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. I'm not a soldier. I only They're better off without me. I'm scared. You shouldn't be in here. You shouldn't be in here.
No distractions, please.
By order of Lord Gortat, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
You're having a chuffy laugh!
We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here. We've got almost nothing left, and you want to take that from us?
I've had enough. I've got a good mind to...
Problem, citizen?
Forget I said anything. All right.
Please provide a full inventory of any and all livestock before entering Baldur's Gate proper. Smuggling or any other form of deceit will not be tolerated.
What are you gonna do? Check under my skirt for any stray chickens?
All animals must be surrendered. Failure to do so will
Result in a good hiding from Lord Gortash. Got it. Thank you.
This is absolute madness! Still attached. What do we do?
I received a dispatch from the Grove. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid. Wounds have healed. Damage has been undone. Balance has been restored. Those who seek to serve nature there can once again do so with all their hearts. There have been difficulties. Some initiates harbor too much admiration for Korga's course of action. She is well suited to the task. Better than I, perhaps. To cleanse a land of shadows is one thing. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid, to be a leader. Indeed, but I have roamed far and wide for years. Whole lifetime, forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long. I almost missed the purpose it gave me.
Welcome to the lower city, where Baldur's Gate truly comes.
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Worm's Crossing that it felt real. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home. I suppose it is. Though the chance to savor the moment might be I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own mind. Hopefully, I'll remember more than I expect to. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there.
This is the city proper, is it? I've had a lifetime's fill of watching. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks. He's protected by his steel watch for now. And Orin will have her own defenses, should we choose to play the part of Gortash's bloodhounds. We cannot expect either of the Chosen to fall easily. But fall they must. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of. It would be irritatingly true to form, would it not? A Harper learns to doubt, to peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, when we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it? I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, the Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall 9 fingers keen.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
Nor are we. But I trust she knows how hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall. We will find out. Ask it. I've learned not to unpick the legends so many have woven. Some call the Harpers heroes. Others, petty men. We try to work towards a common balance. If every other faction finds us equally annoying, that is probably a sign that we are succeeding. Ha! No. No, thank you. In all my years fighting for the Harpers, I am still never certain what the greater good means. I will not bore you with a long tale. The short. I was born to a high family in Tedir. I learned young what fear and hunger make desperate people do. I learned to do some of it myself. They raised me in the wild. But when it became clear I was, they showed me how to fight with sword, as well as spell, and gave me ample causes to wield them for. I fell in love with someone who was. And that is almost the same thing. No. You might say that. I left. It is easy to get tired of the intrigue. The high causes shrouded in secrecy. I thought I might find another way to be of use to the world. And for a time I did. But my comrades would use a rather irritating phrase. A Harper never leaves the chorus. Meaning that whatever cause I turned my hand to, there I would. So I returned to the fold. Returned to the city. Eventually they hung a title around my neck. High Harper. If I wanted to spare Geraldus the same headaches, well, you now know why I needed him. But you're staring. Which means the tadpole has finally eaten your brain. Or have I been talking too much? Either way, time to move, no?
I made it back.
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years you can forget just how much color there is in the world. Sorry, did you want something?
The bustle here takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a tresson for company. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a...
What's on your mind?
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients and...
Keeping very well, I hope? Look after my angel, of course. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horror. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your...
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Heed my words.
My God,
Troublemakers,
exactly.
wrongdoers, the flaming fist.
Please, sir. We have children. We need to be able to provide for them.
Not my concern.
Not like we can even turn around and leave now. Absolute sendesage, good and proper.
By order of Lord Gortash, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
You having a chuffy laugh?
We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here. We've got almost nothing left. And you want to take that from us?
You think you can do that?
All right. Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette?
I just don't want to lose anyone else.
You won't lose us. We've come this far, haven't we? This is out madness.
We're finally here. We're safe.
Safe for now, at least. The army of the Absolute can't be more than a few days away.
It's such a misery goes. We're here now, aren't we? Now they've got city walls and steel watchers to get through.
Do you want a paper? Oh, okay. The breaching north has never been so hot! Sandals! Sandals! Where's my sandals? All here in the Waldersville Gazette!
Don't think I'll be able to sleep
A
without
gazette a day keeps the ignorance away!
One day at a time, eh? Different we have to some
We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here.
the pair of you. Just be ready to leave when the time comes.
Nothing left. And you want to take that from us?
Chap, I know you're hurting, but it won't bring her back, will it?
I just don't want to lose anyone else.
You won't lose us. We've come this far, haven't we? Whatever happens, it's right here with you.
I hope so. I really do.
Just look! We're finally here! We're safe!
Safe for now, at least. The army of the Absolute can't be more than a few days
The citizen is unconscious.
Stay calm. Warning you. She was on the list.
Oh, I've got aches and bones. I didn't know I had.
These street trash need to watch their tone.
The citizen is unconscious.
I don't like this.
At least let us take her to a doctor. I said leave. Let her go.
Back off! She goes into the clean. As Lord Gorgeous tells us otherwise.
Stormshore Tabernacle. You see an altar dedicated to Mystra. Mystra, mother of all magic, is the patron of wizards and often called upon by other spellcasters as well. Even though you do not follow her, you feel her power resonating from the statue. She is the one true spell at the heart of all spells. The weave could not be in better hands. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required. You see an altar dedicated to Saluna. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing trust in the purity of my light, see the constancy in its goddess of the moon and stars. Her words and light have long helped wanderers to find their way." Perhaps it... You see an altar dedicated to Tyr. Tyr, the blind god, offers justice to all, innocent and malefact. Your knowledge of religion isn't extensive enough to tell you more.
You thought it wise to steal from the god?
You see an altar dedicated to Helm. Helm the Watcher is a guardian god. Make your donation to him and you'll likely feel more vigilant, more resilient to the unexpected.
I have nothing to say to you, defiler. May the god...
By order of Lord Gortash, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Duke.
I received my chosen success. Wounds there. She is well. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities to end. Forgive me. I've been, but honestly.
Welcome to the lower city.
It's so strange. I don't remember much of... I suppose I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own...
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily. His tail...
This is the city proper, is it? I didn't expect it to be so outrageously... ordinary.
I've had a lifetime's fill. I look forward to the day we show the art. We cannot expect. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't. It would be irritating. A Harper. When we cannot know, we can only. The Harp, 9 fingers.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen.
Nor are we. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes beg. Ask it. We try to work towards a common balance. Ha! No. No, thank you. Let the wiser members of my order wrinkle their brows over that particular phrase. In all my years fighting for the Harpers, I am still never certain what the greater good means. I've learned to be content with, well, that was not so bad as it might have been. I will not bore you with a long tale. The short. I was born to a high family in Tithir. I remember little except that when my family fell, they fell far and fast. I learned young what fear and hunger make desperate people do. I learned to do some of it myself even. Until a roving circle of hedge druids found me. They raised me, they showed me. I fell in love with someone who was. It is easy, and for a time. So I returned if I wanted to. But you're staring. It was Baal. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to escape.
God, this is the first you can forget. Sorry, did you want something?
The bustle here takes... Still, we must flow with the current we've...
I brought my own pet.
provide a full inventory of any and all livestock before entering Baldur's Gate proper. Smuggling or any other form of deceit will not be tolerated. All animals must be surrendered. Failure to do so will
result in a good hiding from Lord Gortash. Gotta thank you.
This is out and out madness!
Help us. What do we do?
Any complaints will be handled after you turn your animals over to the care of the Ducal Council.
Oh, and what good is that gonna do us? Huh? How are we gonna support ourselves, huh?
My God, exactly. You're sentencing us all to a slow death.
Please, sir. We have children. We need to be able to provide them.
Not my concern.
Not like we can even turn around and leave now. Tend us in good and proper.
I told you should have added pictures.
Go on then. Oh, you? I know you. How delightful to meet in person. Though, you're shorter than I expected. How is such an overrated question. It's the who, and my name's Estra Stir, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate so our readers don't have to. You are quite correct. The best broadsheet around. I would certainly recommend picking up a copy. You are, after all, the star of the next Baldur's Mouth Gazette. If I told you, it's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you. I bet you do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've really...
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette?
Safe for now, at least. The army of the Absolute can't be more than a few days away.
It's such a misery go here now, aren't they? Now they've got city walls and steel watchers to capture.
Next stop, Baldur's Gate's cushiest end.
As Lord Gortash tells us otherwise. You really won't feel it.
Nothing. Gone on back.
Brace yourself. That felt great.
busted her skull. I didn't see her make no trouble.
I know her. That's Gunster. She's no thief.
Stay back and stay calm. Warning you, she was on the list.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place, and here clerics may commune with their gods, and even I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child, within limits. Behold my wares.
You see an altar dedicated to Mistra. Mistra, mother. Your studies of religion don't suffice to tell you more. You see an altar dedicated to Mistra. Mistra, mother of... Your studies of religion don't suffice to tell you more.